never thought I'd be the guy posting a story like this, but I've been holding it in for months. My wife Em and I had been together 6 years, married 4. We weren't perfect, but we were solid, the kind of couple that felt like teammates. Then about 6 months ago, she changed. It started small. She took her phone everywhere, even to the kitchen. Then she added a password, something she'd never done before. She began stepping out of the room to take calls. She kept the screen face down like it was a reflex. Our conversations went from easy to forced, and anytime I brought up future plans, she'd shrug and say, "We'll see." The moment that really shook me happened on a random Wednesday. She said she was meeting a friend for coffee. I was in the area and thought I'd surprise her. But outside the cafe, she was pacing with her phone pressed to her ear, talking like it was serious. I heard pieces of it. "It's almost ready." And, "Starting fresh soon." My stomach dropped. That night, she told me a perfect little story about her friend venting. I nodded, but I didn't believe it. Then she suddenly brought up our finances. Over dinner, she smiled and suggested we organize everything, accounts, passwords, documents, just in case of emergencies. The timing felt rehearsed. A couple days later, she pushed again, asking if I knew where all the account details were. Her answers stayed vague, like she was trying to get information without admitting why. While she was at work, I checked our joint account and noticed small transfers I couldn't explain. That's when I called an old college buddy who's a lawyer. He didn't tell me to panic. He told me to prepare. So I did. Quietly, legally, and without touching anything I shouldn't, I moved my major assets, savings, investments, even the house, into an irrevocable trust under my mom's name. I left enough in the joint account to keep things normal, and I acted like nothing was happening. 2 weeks later, she sat me down, turned off the TV, and said it flat: "I think we should get a divorce." By Monday, papers arrived, and they weren't gentle. Half the house. My savings. My investments, the car, spousal support. It read like someone was coaching her to take everything. I found the name Jake, saw the signs, and eventually saw them together leaving her apartment. At mediation, her lawyer showed up confident, folder thick. Then my lawyer slid our documents across the table. Transfers completed weeks before she filed. Trust airtight, untouchable. Her lawyer's face changed as he flipped pages. She snapped at me, furious, calling it betrayal. I looked at her and said, "I already regret trusting you. That's my only regret." After that, she spiraled, calling nonstop, then claiming the divorce was a joke, then a test. But screenshots surfaced, messages between her and Jake plotting to guilt me and start fresh after the settlement. In the end, her case collapsed, Jake disappeared, and I kept my home, my savings, and something I hadn't had in a long time.